Modern web apps and websites all have some front-end components or functionality. Since the browser running these apps all use JavaScript, these components usually are written in JavaScript. It's nice to have both your front-end and back-end written in the same language for multiple reasons. First, there are no syntactical differences to worry about as with two different languages. For a long time, I was programming with C# only, and switching to and from JavaScript and C# after long delays added some overhead to my ability to focus. This benefit is not as big as being able to share code and data structure between your front-end and back-end. Let's take a look at some examples of where code sharing might be useful. There are many great libraries for encryption or utility, such as underscore, that can be used for both the front end and the back end. An example could be if you are writing a user authentication system with tokens, you might want to use the same token and encryption library on both the front end and back end to authorize your users. Or if you're writing a custom algorithm or some sort of logic or function that you could use both on the front end and back end. One example I can think of is if you're writing a web game, you will perform some sort of attack algorithm on the front end or the game client, and you'll verify it on the back end in the server to make sure nobody's cheating. And to do that, you'll need the same algorithm on both the front end and back end. Another example is a data model. For example, the definition of your user, which can have many properties. With all of these examples, if they are not in the same language, there will be maintenance overhead. Let's imagine having to change 20 data models with multiple properties in each model in 2 different languages. It's much better to have to do it only once. This is a key principle of programming, and one of the benefits we get when we code share and have our front end and back end in the same language.